Hello and welcome. My name is Tiffany Grove, and we're here at First Unity Spiritual Campus for our noon meditation. Let's just get started in a nice, comfortable, seated position wherever you may be. Take a nice, deep breath in through the nose, and then just exhale, begin to release, let it go. Just grounding down either into the seat or into the earth. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, begin to release, let it go. So today we're going to do a loving kindness meditation. Sending love to anybody who needs it, anybody in your life, or maybe yourself. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, begin to release. Notice the body. Releasing any tension, any tightness. Staying with the breath here. We're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And then just exhale, begin to release. Take a nice deep breath in. And then just exhale, begin to let it go. So focusing on the breath here, releasing the body. You can take the right hand to the heart, left hand to the belly if you want to, or you can keep the hands exactly where they are. Just starting to feel the chest as it rises and as it falls here. Feeling your heartbeat under that right hand. And just being grateful for where you are today. We'll take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And then just notice under the left hand how the belly rises and falls. So just notice, release, and let it go. So staying with the breath, you can keep those hands where they are, bring them off to the side. Focusing on the breath here, we're just going to start to notice if you're holding on to any tension, any tightness in the body. So without too much judgment or without too much thought, just scanning the body. Noticing, releasing, and letting go. Take a nice deep breath in. And then just notice the top of the head. Notice if you're holding on to any tension, any tightness. We're just going to breathe into that space. Release into that space and let it go. Staying with the breath here. Notice if you're holding on to any tension, any tightness in the forehead, where the third eye is. And just breathing here into this space. Releasing any tension, any tightness. Deepen the breath. And then just start to notice. Notice the facial muscles. Notice the jaw. Notice the back of the head. If you're holding on to any tension, any tightness here, we're just going to focus on that spot. Breathe, release, and let it go. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And just exhale, begin to release. And then notice if you're holding on to any tension, any tightness in the throat. Sometimes our throat chakra gets closed off. So just swallowing a few times here, releasing and letting go. Focus on the breath. And then notice your chest here. Notice if you're holding on to anything in the heart. Notice if the shoulder blades roll forward. We're going to take a nice deep breath here. Opening and expanding the chest here. And breathing into this space. And then notice if you're holding on to anything in the belly. We're going to breathe into this space. Release into this space and let it go. Noticing. Releasing. And letting go with the breath. Ground down wherever you are in that nice, comfortable seated position. Notice the hips here. Notice if you're holding on to any tension, any tightness. Breathe here into this space. Release here into this space and let it go. Focus on the breath. Focus on moving through the body. Breathe into this space. Release. And then notice if you're holding on to any tension and tightness in the legs. Maybe in the kneecaps or in the shins. And we're just going to breathe here. Send the breath throughout the whole entire body. And then going all the way down to the toes. Notice if you're holding on to any tension, any tightness in the feet. Breathe here into this space. Release and let it go. So again, just releasing the whole entire body here. Using the breath to move through the body, to release any tension, any tightness. And then coming back to our loving kindness meditation. So stay focused on the breath here. If you want to close the eyes, you can close the eyes. And then just picture someone in your mind that you'd like to send the love and kindness to. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, begin to release. So picturing that person, or picturing yourself with that person. And then just notice a bright white light that surrounds you. It goes all the way from the bottom of the feet, swirling up to the top of the head. Just notice. Release. And let it go. Picture sending love and kindness to that person. Picture that light surrounding you or that other person, filling you with love, with hope, and with joy. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And then just exhale, begin to release. Focusing on the breath here. Take a nice deep breath in. Fill the whole entire body. And then exhale, let it go. Starting to notice, picturing in your mind all that love, all that compassion and joy that you're giving to yourself and to the ones you love. So stay with that in your mind. Stay with the breath. And then just notice. Notice where the breath starts to go when the body stops. Does it become deeper throughout the whole entire body? Or is it just in the chest or the throat right here? And wherever it is, no worries. Let's just take a nice deep breath in. Fill the whole entire body. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, begin to release, let it go. Breathe here. Release here. So always having the breath here as an anchor, as something to come back to throughout our practice or our days. Focus on the breath. Deepen the breath. And then start to notice in the mind. Notice any resistance that starts to pop up. And without any judgment, without any control, just notice. Stay with the breath. Keep yourself grounded. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And then just exhale, begin to release, let it go. Breathing here into this space. Coming back into the mind. Noticing you and that other person, or maybe noticing you by yourself. Wherever you may be, picture that bright white light surrounding you again. What does that feel like? Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And then just exhale, begin to release, let it go. Stay with the breath here. Breathe into this space. And then start to notice. Notice the body. We hold on a lot in the body. We hold on to tension, to tightness, to stories or habits or patterns. And just becoming aware of it. Stay with the breath. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Ground yourself here with the breath. Knowing you can always come back to it. So we're going to take 10 deep belly breaths here. Filling the chest, filling the rib cage, and filling the belly. And take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Expanding the body. And then exhale, begin to release, let it go. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And then just exhale, begin to let that go. Take a nice deep breath in. And then notice if you're holding on to any tension, any tightness. And we'll start to send the breath to those places. Stay with the breath here. Deep in here. Breathe here. Take one more deep breath here. And notice if anything starts to pop up in the mind. Notice any resistance. And without judging, we're just going to notice for a moment. Letting that be our teacher. Letting that be our guide. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And then just exhale, begin to release, let it go. Deepen the breath. Feeling grounded wherever you are. And then just start to notice in the mind. Notice yourself or someone else that you want to give love and kindness to. Take a nice deep breath in. And then just exhale, begin to release, let it go. Breathe into this space. Release into this space. And take one more deep breath here. And then notice where the mind starts to go. So if you want to take that left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly, you can, or you can keep them exactly where they are. Feeling the heartbeat underneath that left hand. Expanding the heart. Expanding in love. And then just start to notice you or that person. Start to notice that white light that's surrounding you. That's comforting you here. Take one more deep breath in. If you want to keep the hands where they are, you can, or you can bring them back down by the side. Again, starting to focus on the breath here. Use that as your anchor. Always come back to it. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, begin to release, begin to expand here. Stay with the breath. Deepen the breath. And start to notice the body. Notice if you're holding on to any tension, any tightness. And then just start to send that bright white light to any part of your body that you're holding on to. Sending yourself your own love and kindness here. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And then just exhale, begin to release, let it go. Let's inhale in. Exhale, let it go. Breathe into this space. Release into this space. Open the heart, open the chest. If you want to keep the eyes open, you can, or you can close them slightly. And then start to picture you or that other person. This time the bright white light's coming from the top of the head, swirling down to the bottom of the feet. Feeling loved. Feeling comforted. And feeling joy right here. Stay with the breath. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And then just exhale, begin to release, let it go. So just finishing out the class with 10 deep breaths. Filling the whole entire body here. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And then just exhale, begin to release, let it go. Take a nice deep breath in. Filling the whole entire body. Releasing any tension, any tightness. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Breathe into this space. Open and expand here. Let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And then just notice where the mind starts to go. Release it, let it go. Stay with the breath here. And then just start to notice you and that other person or you in your mind. And then picture that bright white light surrounding you. Knowing that you are always comforted. You can always find joy and peace in this. Sit with it for a moment. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Opening, expanding, and also releasing and letting go at the same time. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And then exhale, begin to release, let it go. So last full breath of our practice today. Knowing you can always return to this throughout the day anytime you need to. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, begin to release, let it go. And when you're ready, let's just slowly begin to bring the hands to heart center. Releasing into this practice. I'd like to thank you for being here today. Namaste. We have some really great events coming up here on campus. This Friday we have an art show. It is from 7 to 9 p.m. There are also some other events coming up, so you can check out our website for that. We have our heart opening yoga and cacao on July 21st. We also have our ecstatic dance every other week. So we'd love for you to join us next time. Again, check out our website for all of our upcoming events. Thank you.